What's up, everyone? This is your boy Julian with Clout Finder, and I'm here with my boy Siahx9. How are you doing, fam?
Hey, I'm doing smooth, bro. I'm doing smooth. How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. It's been a beautiful day, man. Like
Oh, for sure.
finally, like the weather's out here, switching things up. I've
Yeah,
been
nah.
manifesting spring, and it's put me in a good mood. How's it?
Nah.
Where are you at right now?
Shit, right now I'm in Shepherdsville. It's a little muggy right over here, but no, I'm not gonna lie. Like the temperature's been smooth, so I can't even be mad. Like we done with the 40s and the 30s, the dirty temperatures, bro. We done with that. So we still in the 60s and the 70s, so I can't be mad.
Yeah, man. Well, like I said again, thank you for hopping on. Excited to like
So,
dive in with you. And as we start, let's first take us, let's take everyone through who you are, what's your background, like Siahx9, how you choose your name, and just your journey of like becoming an artist, like a music artist.
hey, shit. Okay, well, yeah, no, for sure. So I'm gonna just dive into the name first. I'm Siahx9. So for me, at first it was Siah9 when I started. Like when I first really started making music, it was Siah9 because like people would just call me Siah, like instead of like, or it'd be Siah majority of the time, but sometimes it'd be Siah, so I just call Siah type shit. But I started that like around like 13, 14, and then that's when I really started like really like recording music because
Okay.
like around 13, 14, I can't remember what year that was. Damn, I want to say like 15, 20. No, let me do my math here. 2016, 2016, around 2016, I was really like really starting to get my shit in there. But now I learned from my sister and shit like that. She used to like play the guitar along with my older brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no. So when I was real young, like my pops, he started music like I think it was around when I was like 9 years old is when he showed me like his real like music that he used to make. It was like
Mm-hmm.
really good. Like it wasn't like no just like half-ass shit. Like he like down in like Louisville, New Albany, like he said that like he had his little crew, like people knew him around there, like kind of just like local artists, like something like me and my sister kind of try to get into. Just ever since then, like he used to show me the music he used to make. I was like, ever since I heard the shit that he was playing, I was like, nah, this nigga's hard. Like, this is what I want to do with my life. But then like after a certain age, like I was into gaming and shit like that. Like so, I had school and shit, so I never really got to focus on it until I got older and shit like that, and explore it. But yeah, no. So like I just said Siah 9, that was how it started. But then like my music taste started kind of developing into like a kind of rebellious kind of like wave. You know what I mean? Like and
Mm-hmm.
like a big influence was somebody I really listened to was X, and he explained like what that symbol meant pretty much in his name. So it's kind of like just like being infinite. I guess that's what that kind of I can't really remember the soul nature of how he created it, but that's basically where it's coming from. Like there's like with that, I can't really remember how he described it, but there's just so much power behind that symbol type deal, and it just gave me like this kind of I don't know this inspiration. I don't know how to describe it. It just gave me this inspiration that like I'm infinite. I can do whatever I put my mind to, and then like the 9, that shit comes from like when I was first introduced to music, and then that's when I kind of started developing these weird like mental. I can't really describe it that shit either, but it's just like weird mental things where I was feeling like depression and like anxiety a lot, like really high anxiety. Like it was weird. Like I would have like spikes, like I would have panic attacks and shit like that. Didn't know why. And shit felt like I was dying and shit like that.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like and that shit really resonated with me, and that shit started when I was a kid. But then like I said, after some years, like shit kind of started fading away, and I was becoming somebody different. But like when I was young, I had I don't know, shit was just weird back then, bro. But like I always just took, I've seen even at a young age, I've seen death a lot. You know what I mean? Like not on like some killings and some shit like that. I was very accident prone. I've done like almost like really hurt myself as a kid, like multiple times. I'm a daredevil. I'm a rebel. Like I do what you know what I'm saying? I was always that
Mm-hmm.
kid that just did shit,
Get
got
what he
into,
wanted. Yeah, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I was always that kid that like at the playground doing backflips off the highest shit. Like I could do. I was always that one to be wild and just go crazy. So I've always just seen like risky shit and always like could like break my neck at any point. And when I was a kid, there was a time where I had fell off of a balcony and shit like that at a very very young age. I was like 1 year old and shit like that. So it's just I think that shit traveled with me over the years, and you know what I'm saying. And then just with music, that's just how it copes. So it kind of just all spirals into my name, as me being me. And when I first started seeing the world as somewhere that it could be taken in a second, but like while you're in it, everything is yours. If that makes sense. I
Yeah,
don't know. It's kind of weird, bro.
absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. Like my mentality on this shit is weird, but that's just kind of where it comes from. Like my background, and that's just how it is.
I wouldn't say it's weird. I would just say it's you. Everyone has
Yeah,
a
type
different
shit. And,
journey as
so it's a
artists,
different journey.
and that's the beautiful thing about creativity is that we're able to kind of take our experiences and have something to process and send that energy through, and even use our experiences to connect to other people and leave a mark. Like
Yeah,
you
exactly.
mentioned, XXX, like RIP to XXX Tentacion. He's one of my from that generation
Yeah,
favorite artists, because the way he was able to take pain and convey it in a relatable way to help other people cope with theirs, and operate
exactly.
on a higher level. He was young, so he had a lot of growing to do, of
Yeah,
course, but there was something magical there within his mentality, his framework, his ability to understand the laws of the universe, and how he was able to convey that. And even with one of my favorite songs by him is Remedy to a Broken Heart. I was like, man, like
yeah,
when I heard that, I felt that, and I was
yeah.
like,
That's that shit too. Yeah, nah,
yeah.
nah.
But man, it's funny. I didn't know, like, Mari's your sister.
Yeah, that's my sister.
That's so crazy because when we met on the, like I think it
That.
was like on the Midwest Festival tour circuit. Uh, and I saw both of you.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, when I
Yeah,
saw
that's the
both of you
rest.
perform, I was like, man, y'all should be in like a group together. Because
I
I
mean,
thought you
yeah,
both were so talented. I didn't know you were siblings. So
yeah.
so I definitely, if y'all haven't, made that collab album yet, I'm just saying, like, you
Shit. I
you
mean,
guys
low
should really do
key,
it.
we did just come out with a single. I mean, it's low key been around on SoundCloud, but we did just get it out on all platforms. We have been working like
Mhm.
recently on some new tracks too. So I mean, I wouldn't put it past, bro. Like honestly, we've been trying to get into the spirit of working like nonstop, like every day, because like what I'm saying, shit gets in the way of the music sometimes. So we don't always got like every day with each other, to like come together and shit like
Absolutely.
that. But like, nah, like we've been making it like starting like I say like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Like
Mhm.
we've been making it to where that's becoming the regular again. Like where we like really coming together, beats every day, every weekend,
Mhm.
hustling, trying to make like some real crazy tracks, and we really going like really real deal going crazy on these tracks, and we're like just so ready to get them out. So like collabing is probably gonna happen, like for sure, 100%.
Yeah. No, you never know. You may wake up. I mean, I know you're a girl and guy, but maybe on some ego stuff where like y'all just stronger together, and then
Yeah,
you continue to do your individual things. But who knows? But
yeah.
before we go forward, shout out to DJ Easy and Rollo Green. By the way,
Oh,
that's how I found out about that festival, and they're just really doing great things in the
always,
Midwest.
always.
And hopefully, I get them both on here at some point.
Hey, hell
But
yeah.
before we even dived in further, I wanted to give them their flowers, for the connection. But yeah, man. So like we kind of touched on it a little bit with just like your story. But going into like what artists capable, like what does it mean to be an artist to you personally? Like when you hear like an artist, like what's the first thing that kind of like resonates?
I mean,
With
shit. When I hear artists, like, bro, it's just so many things that come to mind, bro. There's so many artists in this world, type shit. So it's kind of, I mean, I feel like art grows with people every single day. Like, you know, you change, you grow with it. It changes you. You change it. I don't know. It's just life at a certain point. Like everybody loves music. Everybody loves, you know, beautiful things. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people strive to make every day is beautiful things. You know what I'm saying? Some people strive for the worst of humanity and shit like that. But that's, you know, neither here nor there. You know what I mean? It's just
Mm-hmm.
like art's just beautiful. Art creates teamwork, talent, all kinds of shit, man. It's just it is life almost because everything you see around you is art. The buildings, the music you listen to, the you know, just
Mm-hmm.
the tattoos, everything's art nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And everything's displayed on here. Even this background, Cloud Finder, that's some beautiful art. That's technical
Thank you.
digital art. You know what I mean? And I used to
Mm-hmm.
go to school for like digital imaging, how we used to Photoshop shit. That's art. They
Mm-hmm.
always teaching art. So I mean, but when it comes to music, bro, I feel like for me that was just the art that resonated with me the most. And like I've got sometimes, bro, I've been knocked around a few. I got a few screws loose, like type shit. Like I
Mm-hmm.
feel like when it comes to beats and shit, I just hear funny shit and I hear experiences that I've been through and I resonate with other experiences that I've heard other people put their art into and I'm like, yo, that nigga's funny or you know, whatever they bumping or whatever they listen, like even pop, hip hop, like I listen to what they're saying, I listen to what they're talking about. And that was from a young age, like for real, for real. Like so it's just art. I mean, music was always like the art for
Mm-hmm.
you know, for us. For me, my sister, my pop, like everybody that I grew up around that was just him. Music, dancing too. But I stopped that shit a while ago.
No, I feel that. I feel that. And it's crazy. You kind of like touched on like when you speaking on art, and you didn't say these words, but this is how it kind of appealed to me of, you know, how beautiful it is to like just take the ideas that you have in your mind and bring them into reality. Like architecture, like people wouldn't necessarily think of that as art, but
Exactly.
you know, it's something that you creatively see in your mind and then you're able to express that and
Like
bring it
yeah.
to the world.
Like, bro, like if I make a song, bro, and that shit thump, I'm gonna take that to the car and thump it in the car and keep playing it and keep playing that
Hmm.
shit hard. If I'm an architecture, I'm gonna keep looking at my building because holy shit, that building looks so crazy. If I'm a tattoo artist, I'm gonna post that bitch everywhere because I love that shit. This is my shit. I'm an artist, bro. This is what I do. This is my
Yeah.
passion, bro, and I'm gonna spread it with the world. That's all we trying to do, bro. And we all just trying to uplift everybody else, and that's why we teamed up with Easy and them. Shout out Easy, shout out Rollo, shout out Cloud 1100. That's why we teamed up with them because we was all just trying to uplift everybody else in our situations. It was fucked up. We was just trying, you know what I'm saying? But you know, they
Hmm.
out in Lexington and we kind of based over here in Louisville. So me and my sis, we can't always be, you know, jumping back and forth. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? But you know, it's always all love, and that's all we stand for is promoting the music, promoting the art type shit. Yeah.
100%. And you know, shout out Kentucky. I got some years in Kentucky for sure. I'm in DC right now. But man, Louisville's I don't know Louisville too well, but I do know that there's like a nice little like a buzz in Louisville. So like to get like your feet wet in Louisville, that gives you a really good foundation. Like, you know,
Oh yeah.
Jack Harlow came
The
out
scene
of
out here
Louisville.
shit's crazy too. Yeah. Yeah. I
Oh,
mean,
what were you
shit.
saying?
I know. I was like, yeah, the scene out in Louisville's crazy sometimes too. Like, my girlfriend one time she told me about this one like underground scene thing, and you know sometimes the college students out here they got like ciphers going on out here, like
Hmm.
just in the dorms and stuff like that. Sometimes like off campus, sometimes like deep in the city. You know what I'm saying? There's always stuff out here too. I feel like in Lexington is deep too. I see. Like I be peeping the scene in Lexington, they just as deep. You know,
Hmm.
if not more.
So, you know, you mentioned like X being, you know, one of your influences on, you know, how you got your name. Like what are you know, musically some of your overall influences? Like you're a rapper, you do a little R&B with your stuff. You
Mm-hmm.
have influences from like almost
I ain't
every genre of music. Like who are the
yeah.
people who like, you know,
I ain't
you
gonna lie,
study?
like I ain't gonna lie, like I ain't been a singing nigga never for real. Like I can't really sing. Like I'll try to if it gets low and like sometimes I can sound good. I'm not gonna cap. I
Yeah,
do have
yeah.
a voice sometimes. But I'm not really a singer, but I ain't gonna lie, like I said since a kid, like my pops just had a wide range of music that we used to listen to. Like I'm talking about he had them CD stacks and cases like full of CDs, bro, in the whip.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm talking about worth hundreds. But like, I mean, it would range from like T.I., Lil Wayne, The Game, James Blunt. A lot of people don't know James Blunt. He's a really good artist, man. Y'all need to tap into James Blunt, bro. Yeah, man. I mean, just like his old work, crazy, bro. Fucking, you know, we just listen to alternative shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, growing up too, when I was in high school, I did a lot of alternative rock, like Fayettville and shit like that, and even like sometimes in middle school, I would listen to like Fayettville, fucking Green Day, all that shit, like alternative rock.
Yeah, Green Day.
That's just fire, and you know, but also just like some big influences on me was like Kendrick, sometimes Future, just X, Juice. Growing up listening to them niggas, crazy. You know, there's just a lot of artists like we like my pops. I had like a variety of people that I like listen to, like D Savage, all of them. Like my shit ranges from like all of that shit. But really growing up, it was mostly T.I., Wayne, Eminem for sure too. Wiz Khalifa, all that shit. The Game, all them old heads too. Like I don't know. I'm saying it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. Yeah,
Man, it's so crazy.
I'm missing out on a lot of niggas like shit like Royce the 5'9". Them niggas is crazy. Like fucking everybody's in strange music. Grew up on fucking Hobson, B.O.B. I actually went on stage with B.O.B. one time. I got it on my Instagram. Cause
Okay.
I went to high school in Germany. He did a free show out there, and I went up there because we used to bump B.O.B. all the time, bro. He bumped the old tracks. I went up there with him, bro. We was just like singing together. That shit. I was like, oh yeah, this is me. I'm talking about. It was like 100 niggas out there, like 150 niggas out there listening to this, and like really, I see my peoples. I see peoples I knew. I see other peoples I knew. They was posting me on the Facebook shit. I was like, bro, yeah, nah, this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be on this stage with niggas like B.O.B. turning up for my people, bro. Knew that, and that was in 9th grade, bro. I was like 14 at the time, bro. So I knew that. I knew this shit. What I was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Hobson, fucking Tech9, Busta Rhymes, Twista Insane, all them niggas, man. Crazy. Fucking Yellow Wolf. Fucking yeah. All that shit.
Bet. And man, it's so crazy. You kind of went in like this was one of my questions for you, so I'm gonna kind of hop into this, right now.
Jeezy.
But like,
I left out Jeezy. My bad. Go ahead.
you said Jeezy,
Yeah, I
no.
left
If
out
you got a
Jeezy.
couple more people on the dome, feel
Yeah.
free to just bring that in.
No, that's it.
But you mentioned that B.O.B. concert. Like I remember when I first kind of got into acting a little bit. I was doing like originally like background acting, things of that nature.
Yeah.
And I went on this set for called Contraband. It had like J.K. Simmons, Olivia Wilde, who was an Oscar winner, and then the guy who played Daenerys Targaryen's brother, who was like pimping her out in season 1 of Game of
Those
Thrones.
names sound mad familiar. I'm trying to. I think I got a touch on who you talking about.
I don't know too much about Olivia Wilde stuff. I just know she won some awards with her actress career. J.K. Simmons was the guy on like the original Spider-Man, the guy who ran the newspaper, Jonah Jameson. And then he's on a couple of other things as well. But Contraband was like one of these shows where he was in. It was kind of like a little bit of this. I don't know if it was a sci-fi. I didn't really watch the show. I was just underground for a week doing this jail set.
And that's fire.
But in that moment, like I was still very new to just being on set because I was just doing background acting for the first couple of times. And I remember we had to do this scene, and it was like the prison break where he's getting busted out by a collaboration with some bad guys, and I was a prisoner. And I remember being, it's action. I'm on the floor and I'm supposed to be like terrified, but still like this hard dude. And I don't know if this got caught on camera, but I remember seeing this guy playing dead on the floor and imagining it was my brother and imagining the feelings of being angry but terrified because the people who killed him have like AK-47s like right in my face. And I was able to go somewhere that I've never went before creatively. And it was at that moment I knew that I could be an actor.
type shit.
and I could
Yeah.
like it was in me, and so I just wanted to kind of bring it back to you and like kind of stay
Hell
on that
yeah,
with the
nah.
B.O.B. experience and other performances. Like, what were some of the moments for you where you were like, man, this is really like for me, this is really, you know, my
Yeah,
path.
yeah, like I said, bro. The B.O.B. experience was definitely one of them, bro. But like, we also went down to Texas one time too, bro. Just had a blast. We went to South by Southwest 2023, bro. Shit was so fun, bro. Went with the team, Cloud 1100. Went out there, showed out. We didn't really get no shows booked. We wasn't really like the loudest niggas out there. We couldn't be like we wanted to, but no, we
Mm-hmm.
was definitely clicking up with everybody, connecting and shit like that. Shit, I was like, in the on the road experiences, just like being on the road, like being able to like network and shit like that with random people across the state I've never been to, bro, and just creating nice experiences with people and like
Mm-hmm.
coming back home and just like recuperating everything, bro. It's just like, man, I was made for this, bro. Like every day I go out, like I make music. Every time I listen to my own music, it's like it's not on no pretentious shit, but it's just like I know I'm different. I know I'm like you can't be me because I'm me. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I got
Yeah,
something other niggas don't. You know what I'm saying? I just view the world just a little bit differently than other niggas, and it's just that's what kind of gives me the motivation and the feeling that just lets me know that I'm built for this. You know what I'm saying? But it's like
absolutely.
it's trials and errors to this shit, man. You're not gonna get it right all the time, so you just gotta figure it out.
Absolutely. You gotta, you know, iterate as you go. But like even with like this brand is called Clout Finder. And the one reason why I picked you know, centered around the word clout, even though, you know, in public it kind of gets like a bad rap because people
Yeah,
be
nah,
clout
but it's
chasing.
not. I mean, it's publicity. It's like not all
Mhm.
publicity is good publicity. You know what I'm saying? But cloud, it's a little
But the
different.
way I define clout,
Yeah,
and I'm very excited about, you know, as we grow as a brand, redefining it in a lot of people's mind to like what it really is. Like clout is the recognition you receive from your community for being yourself.
exactly.
And so it makes so much sense when you're like, you know, I ain't trying to be, you know, arrogant or anything, but like no one else could be me. You have to have that as a creative. Like that has to be within you. Because if you don't believe in you, how are you going to go through everything you need to go through to get to where you want to be? You know what I mean? Like you have to be like original.
Exactly. That's just how it is, bro. And if you trying to be somebody else, bro, that's not gonna work out for you. And point blank, period, it's just not gonna happen, bro. And even if it does, bro, you gonna be here and gone the next day, like a fucking Drake lookalike. I promise you, like that shit's not gonna. It's not gonna hold weight. That's just all it is.
Mhm.
Is you just riding off somebody else, bro. That's not you. So, to each their own, but you know where the real shit at. You know what I'm saying?
For
Cloud
sure.
finder, where the real shit at.
I like that. I may keep that where the real.
Hey, keep it, bro. There, cloud finders where the real shit at, bro. Straight up.
Yeah, I'm about to write that down real quick. Where the real shit at? I really like that. But then as an artist, you know, up and coming artist who's active and has been active, you know, in multiple states, you know, it's been around a little bit now. Like, how would you describe the current state and trend of like the music wave that you're seeing, like just from your experience and having like a little bit of a closer proximity than maybe like the average fan?
Okay, yeah, no, for sure. Well, when it comes to like shows and shit like that, we actually did this one show with Rich Homie at that one in Ohio,
Mm-hmm.
and that one kind of made me feel like fucking shit. Can you repeat that question? My bad. Let me get so I can get the point. My
No,
bad.
yeah, no, it's all good. I'm saying, but like, and you were going in the right direction, from what I was hearing so far. But I'm saying, as someone who's, you know, been
Mhm.
performing multiple states, you know, you
Okay.
get to
Yeah. Okay.
see
There.
like
Okay. I
the
remember.
vibe of music from, you know, a up close lens as an artist who's like right there.
Mm-hmm.
And so with that, you're like, how would you describe like the current state of music that you're seeing and like the different trends that are like starting to, you know, pop up and be a wave?
I mean, shit. Like I said, for the Rich Homie one, that shit was a really good. It was a really good vibe, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Um, the vibe out there, it definitely doesn't. It definitely let me say first off, it definitely outmatched any experience I've had show wise, because all the
Mhm.
ones I've been to, how it normally goes is it's just normally locals, and a lot of them. I'm not saying a lot of them aren't good, but a lot of them come with a lot of raw material, if that makes sense. And it's just
Yes.
like, especially when you get to when you only get to see certain shows and then see certain people in a certain amount of times. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? You want to expand. So like the
mm,
vibe and the so it just seems as though like when it comes to the vibe, you have to go outside of your state to catch that good vibe, that good nature, because it seems as though sometimes people don't show love where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Because the people that you hook
mhm.
up with and the little shows that you do here and there, you know, they're good, they're good connecting, things like that, but it's kind of like a routine based thing. You know what I'm saying? But then going out
Yeah.
to Ohio, we also went out to Atlanta for a show one time. Those that going out, they show way much more love than when you're out there. So I just say like the wave is definitely just traveling, man. If you can travel, that's like the best way to be like an artist, and like people will really like. And if you like have really good music, like if and like the wave of the music right now, it's just you see a lot of R&B, you see a lot of you see some R&B, you see a lot of rap, and you see, but like the R&B scene, it has its own little pocket. Art rap has its own little pocket, so it's just I don't know. It's kind of just hard to like really find your vibe, but it's just like you got to be yourself out there, and then I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. And it's crazy. It's like even Jesus wasn't accepted in his hometown. This is a dude who went around
Yeah,
the world, performed miracles, and then he comes back to his hometown. They're like, "Who are you?"
yeah, pretty much.
And so, no, I definitely feel that. But
That's just how the rap scene feels like when you like sewing clothes. But yeah, just like exploring and doing other things with your music. That's just that creates the vibe, because then you just run into people like that you never thought you would have, if that makes sense. But yeah, but if you're doing the show down here and then the show down here and the show down there, you're probably gonna see the same people. You're probably gonna get the same results. I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, and then it's weird because like when you leave your like hometown and then like you start doing some stuff and people kind of see you starting to do some stuff and then you come back. It's interesting how like energy gets a little different.
Yeah, man, that's
Hmm.
how it is, because they don't see it. They don't think it's but well, especially for people in my case, like if I was to say, because I ain't gonna lie, like it seems like a lot of people just in my not in my, I don't want to say in my circle, not in my immediate circle, but people and just in general, just around me, I feel as though social media and all that shit, like they just see me as somebody that's not gonna be more than what I am. You know what I'm saying? So they don't really appreciate that all the time.
And they're not looking at the talent and they're not really
Yeah, they're
listening,
not
not
under.
really
Yeah, they
hearing
don't
you
really
in
like
it.
understand that shit and shit like that. But that's what I'm saying. Like me myself, I don't always give them that, and you know what I'm saying. Like I'm always
Hmm.
standoffish. I'm not because I'm not like a person to be in the media. I'm not a person to get in the drama, and I know that's what the media and shit feed off of. You know what I'm saying? So I
Hmm.
just tend to my shit, and provide them well art. The ones that gonna stick around, that's gonna be your fan base. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of just how we moving, and we just gonna have to keep rocking like that. And
Yeah,
it's
when I
all
was
love
re-
at the end of
and
the day.
as actually just listening to what you're saying, what I recommend is also like really see what your fan like. Obviously, your fan base rocks with you for your music, but when it comes to like even the social media side of things, start paying attention to the other sides of like your fan base and what they love you for. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, back when I had like I don't know if you remember if I had
Yeah.
when I had hair or if I had my hair when we met.
I
But
think yeah. No, maybe.
I
I
don't
think
know. I don't know. It was around that time I cut it off. But like back in the day, like I didn't go down this wave, but I recognized that like people who were following me on TikTok, like where I did one hair post video, and then people were automatically like saying,
you
"Oh,
have
you should
dreads.
make more." Oh, go ahead.
I said, did you have dreads?
No, no, no. I had like just like kind of like you know, like the long natural hair,
Okay,
curly joint.
word.
You know,
Okay,
you
got
put it in
you.
the shower, you shake
Yeah,
it out, all that type of thing. But I'm just using that as an example where if I was really interested in like building, you know, my audience at the time, I
yeah.
should have went on and make like 20 hair videos.
Fact.
Even though it has nothing to do with business development, anything I was doing creatively, anything I was doing with building the Clout Finder brand. But
Yeah,
because, and I'm saying like finding those little ways to like connect with your audience who are already rocking with you, and that way you're paying attention to the people who love you and feeding them more
yeah,
beyond just the music. Like that's where, you know, you see certain people start to separate themselves with building their brand. So that's just something that's popping to my mind, just having this conversation off the top. But just going into you as a creative overall, how else do you like to like express yourself creatively beyond just the music?
I'd say the best way. I mean, shit. Honestly, don't express myself either in any other way besides my music, man. It's just
Mm.
I'm either always listening to music or I'm writing music. And other ways besides that, I mean, I've been in the gym a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been in the gym a lot. So when it
Same.
comes to like my emotions and shit, I just be working out a lot. I do yoga, shit like that. I think that shit's very healthy. I've been trying to like diet good,
Mm-hmm.
like eat good, because you know what I'm saying, that shit's important. Like I'm learning a lot of important shit. Like I've actually just, well, to answer your question, shit, it's just been, my art's been like I don't know, self love, I guess. Just like making sure I'm doing everything to take care of myself so I can take care of my other people. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just a higher being of myself, just trying to like evolve myself in all aspects in life. Patience,
Mm-hmm.
you know, mentality, all that shit. Like just trying to be the best person I can be for my people. That's it.
Yo, that's beautiful, bro. That's
Yeah, I mean,
beautiful.
that's all I can be. It's just like every day, man. I'm just in my art. That's what I'm saying. My art is just life, just living life,
Mm-hmm.
making music.
Yeah. So with your music, like who do you hope have hear your music? Like who, like if you had to like describe the person like you're making to you, like you hope to reach, like who do you want to hear your music, and what impact do you want to leave on the people who hear you?
I don't know, man. When I hear people listen to my music, bro, I just want them to like just really let loose. I don't know, the people that can hold it together for such a long amount of time, because you know we all have like an image or whatever to uphold for other people. You know what I'm saying? But like when you alone in your car, or even if you with all your people that are just like you, like that, like to bug out or have fun or just what I'm saying, like live
Mm-hmm.
life, and experience fun. Just listen to my shit. I don't know. Just like you just got off of work. It's a fucking Friday, bro. Like if you a blonde chick, if you a black nigga, if you a fucking Indian dude, I don't give a fuck who you are. Just type in my Siahx9 shit, put it in your playlist, bro, and then like I guarantee you'll be pumped, bro. I get like, oh shit, we about to turn up this weekend, or like damn,
Yeah.
like we really got like any type of like motivation that you need throughout the day, bro. Just listen to my shit. Like, and sometimes it might just be for lyrical purposes, and sometimes it might just be for jokes and shit like that. But like, what my music is to like show people a brighter side, of music.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have a lot of shit that like my sister makes. She likes to make a lot of like heartfelt, you know, in tune with the soul music. You know what I'm saying? Like love and I guess
She
just
has the
more
vocals
of,
to go with it too.
yeah, with the vocals. She just puts you in the mood to like really wanna. I don't know, like the energy is way different. Like it just you just gravitate and want to stop everything and listen. Like you want to put everything to the side and just listen to her. But with mine, you just want to just like bang out with me. Like that's like you just want to turn up with me. That's it. If you want to be a crazy like bobhead, like that's what I'm saying. Anybody can listen to my music for real. I just feel like as long as you just have that like some sort of drive in you to want to be like that person to be looked at, if that makes sense,
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know, it's just what my like growing up to, like my mom was very like a very not shy person, but just like very conservative, if that makes sense. Like she doesn't want
Mm-hmm.
people knowing we having fun. We can't like we have to be like at our home and shit like that. We can't really be ourselves out in public all the time. Not which is a bad thing. Not saying that's a bad
I
thing.
can relate. Yeah.
It shows you how to keep an image in public and shit like that, and that's cool and all. But like I don't know, man. Like, just that's how I kind of grew up. So just like having that, like, if you was ever like, if you feel contained at work, or if you feel like you're just held back, bro. Like, if you feel like you can just bug out, bro, just bug out with me. That's it.
Nah, bro, I need to, man, you inspired me. I need to, slide back onto, my Apple Music and put you on my playlist because, like, even personally,
Do
what
that.
I'm going through right now is, I'm going not even just some of the challenges I've gone through recently with like some of my health stuff and everything like
Yeah.
that, but I'm transitioning to building this huge, massive thing. And so I have to, go into like super serious CEO mode. I'm doing like 1,000 things all the time. I'm always working. Um, and I've gotten away from just like younger Julian who really had like a much better balance of kind of being able to tap into it. So it's like what you're making is necessary
Yeah.
because there's so many people who live in a world where like you're confined and you have the world trying to get you to be docile or be just straight laced
Formative.
or get away from who you naturally are and how you always want to express yourself. So no, I love that. It's so necessary right now.
Very, very necessary, especially in a world like this where a lot of people like I don't know. It seems like they're. I'm not. I don't like to talk like about other people at all, bro. But it's just like it just seems like sometimes other people got agendas for like not so good things, bro. So it's just like I
Hmm.
feel like if I can just put out something for a good thing, then I guess that just defeats the purpose. Then it's like yin yang type shit.
Beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. And so with that, like another question I actually had written down that's like a perfect tee up right now is what role do you think like you believe music plays in the world?
I believe music plays a really big role in this world. I believe music is like I said. I believe is if it's a stepping stone to like what we are as humans. I don't know. It's just like the best thing we've created. So I think just being yourself with it is the best thing you can do, bro. So
Hmm.
I don't know, man. That's just the best thing I can say, bro.
Cool, cool, cool. So, like, say, like, you meet someone who's like completely new to being an artist. Like, they know in their heart they want to be an artist, but like they never created a song. They haven't performed. They maybe are starting to like practice by singing other a lot of their favorite artists, but they haven't made those steps over as to being the artist themselves. What would you say to that person? Like, how do you get started? How do you get moving? What advice do you have?
I just say, man. I just say first, bro. Like you have to define yourself. Like I said, like you can't just
Mhm.
come out here acting like somebody else. It's just not gonna take you far. That's step one for me. Like
Mhm.
being yourself. Like I mean, you could like reference things. You can, of a, you just can't be a product of something, bro. Because once you're already that, if you're a product of something coming out, then that's all you're gonna be labeled as, and that's already not the best thing to do coming out as an artist. If you want to be the best, you got to be the best. You got to think like the best people. You know what I'm saying? You can't think like these half-ass, music artists. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
you got to be really on your p's and q's. You gotta understand like there was something. This was something that I learned at a very young age. Since like I said, my pops was really heavy in the game.
Mhm.
And he said, it's like 90% show. I mean, 90% business, 10% show, or 10% show, 90% business. So it's
Mhm.
just like you have to know the business side of all this music shit too. Like you gotta understand there's costs, there's things. Well, when you're young and you got a stable like spot, that's not really something you gotta worry about. You know what I'm saying? The artists nowadays is way younger. They got that stability type shit. So that's cool. But like when you older and you an artist and shit like that, then you gotta like you got things you have liabilities and things. You got shit you gotta pay for. There's things you gotta pay for. So you can't always you know put your time and effort into your art. So it's just like
Mm-hmm.
having that time and that space for just you scheduling. I think I'm not saying you gotta have a fucking schedule to like do your art, but it's
Yeah.
just like, do it when it's really best for you, because if you're always trying to do your art and you just let everything else run by, then you're not focused on the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
there's business behind it. Like I said, we thinking we can just. I mean, it's true for some people, but not a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you can do music for so long, or like paint for so long, or do this and this for so long, but at a certain point, you need to get to that next level, and the only way you can get to that is just by you know
Consistency.
stepping out of your comfort zone and all of that shit. Consistency. Yeah, pretty much. It's just you need to be a different kind of person when you're in those modes too. So it's just
Mm-hmm.
like having that peace and time for yourself and those is just like the best thing to do too. And just like having knowledge about your sound, and what I'm saying, when you find out who you are and shit like that, then explore into all the things. I grew up doing the engineering shit, but if you got money or if you work for your time and you go to a thing, just know that there's things that you have to do instead of just making music. Like there's like a real algorithm thing to this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
people want to hear a certain kind of sound sometimes, so you can't just like. I mean, create. I'm not saying don't create no new shit. Don't, I'm not saying that, but it's just like just know what you want to do, because, like I said, I grew up like engineering myself. So if you going
Mm-hmm.
out with like studios and shit, know what you want to do, know how it sounds, know what you're looking for and shit like that, and
Mm-hmm.
then display that. But to each his own.
So from what I'm hearing is, one, you have to, have a lot of self-awareness within yourself as an artist. You have to build in time within your life for having that creative time, that consistency where you are creating, but at the same time also maintaining a balance where you're not just doing the art and then all of a sudden your whole life falls apart. Because,
Yeah,
because it's,
yeah. You're trying to find that stability within your art, and then within your your life, because I don't know. A lot of people create their art within those people. I don't know. It's kind of hard. I'm not really good with words all the time, but like the way I'm trying to explain it is like some people have everything
mm-hmm,
intertwined with their art, and a lot of people have just their art and then
their
a
life.
different life. You know what I'm saying? Their life.
Mm-hmm,
So if that's however you choose to do is, but the way I do it is I have my music, I have my art on one side, and I have my business and my other shit on one side. So
mm-hmm,
that's just how I roll. I mean, I think that's a good thing to have,
mm-hmm.
but to each his own. If you think you can handle everything in one pot, that's cool. Just make sure you know what you're doing, be self aware, and then make sure you have the right knowledge of what you're doing. Make sure you got
Cool.
the right people around you. A lot of people gonna try to munch on you. I promise you that. A lot of people are gonna try to munch on you, because like I said, it's business, and all these, you know, the people in the suits and shit like that with all the papers and the paperwork and all that shit. Like, I don't know, like a lot of that shit gets confusing for people who don't know what goes
Mm-hmm.
on in that paperwork and shit like that. But you just gotta be mindful. Don't be signing nothing. Why would you sign nothing? Like, if you you gotta get an attorney, bro. Have some people read that they really knows what they talk about, because damn well your ass ain't really sitting down reading no contracts if you just making music all the time. It's just not how that works. Unless you like me, and then you got your business on the side, and you got your
Mm-hmm.
music. Because you gotta have that business, and you gotta have, it's always, because like I said, after a certain while, it's like I'm going so hard in this music, but like people ain't really hearing me, and I'm not handling my numbers right. Like, I had so much, like I was getting so many views at a certain point, and I just kind of sat on it, didn't know what to do with it, and like I
Mm-hmm.
said, art grows, and I'm not writing all the time. I gotta live life to talk about things. I'm not just out here
Mm-hmm.
talking about bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come back. I don't know. I don't know, bro. All that shit. I just be losing train of thought, but a lot of that shit, bro, coincides with music and shit like that. So you just really gotta
No, I
focus.
feel it. I feel it completely. And I remember once I got out of balance personally myself. It was back when I was kind of like doing this weed influencer thing, and I was just, I had a partner, and I had two partners quit on me. Actually, this was actually the origins of Clout Finder. Like before Clout Finder was Clout Finder, I was a weed influencer. But I remember when I was just growing that platform, and when you start getting some numbers and like 10K people, 20K people are like paying attention to your stuff all the time, and it's like in the drug, and you're getting so addicted to it, and all of a sudden you can like bring your whole life into that, and it can consume everything, and then all of a sudden you're not making money, and you're not doing thing. And
I
I
mean,
had
yeah, technically, I mean, it really just, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I say you gotta know the business side of it, because if I would have known what to do when I was getting all of that, bro, I probably would have, I would have been somewhere, you know what I'm saying? But like at the time, I didn't know what I was getting myself into all the way, and I didn't know the best way. And like I said, I was getting a mentor, getting somebody, that knows what you're doing, like not on the business side, attorneys and all that, whatever the fuck. But like talking about like get somebody like I had
managers in the team, and
like Easy the DJ, bro, like a good mentor, like they teach a nigga how to like really like work in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like have somebody that can really sit you down and teach you the right ways to do things. And just
absolutely. And shout out to Easy again, and that's why I tried to bring him up at the beginning, because man, it is so important to have people out here who really care, and are looking
yeah,
out
that's
and
something
building teams. Yeah, like
that's
that.
something definitely left out because you gotta have the right team behind you, bro, for sure. Like X and them, bro, they had the best team. Fucking like the niggas from Detroit. Like I don't know if you really listen to them like that, but like
No, I'm
V's.
not hip. You gotta send them to me. Yeah, send me some of their stuff offline.
Yeah,
But I'm
yeah,
sorry, keep going. Yeah, do your
yeah,
thing.
type shit. But if you listen to them and shit like that, like there's a lot of people that like had the right team behind them, and it'd be their brothers, you know what I'm saying? And in those aspects, it'd be their people that they grew up with, and then did the shit with them. But like it was all, it was all fun. It was all with their brothers, and they made it a business type shit. And then you just gotta have the right team behind you, bro. You can't do that shit alone, bro. Like no matter what nobody says in this industry, they didn't do that shit by themselves.
No. Well, at least I haven't met anyone who really got to certain levels and didn't have
Cause it's the business.
somebody they're working with.
Yeah, it's the business because like when you get in the business side, like they have people doing shit for them too. Like you just work to a point where the higher as an artist you are, you have other people doing shit for you, so you don't get to experience that shit.
Yeah, and it's just basic economics of opportunity costs. And I know you're a business guy, so you get it. Like
Yeah.
every second you spend doing something is time you're not spending doing something else. So if you're managing everything within your life,
Mm-hmm.
the business, the booking, the day-to-day schedule, the all of it.
All that.
Yeah, the branding, the
Yeah.
social media, the
Advertising,
marketing, all of
marketing.
that. Like, it's very hard it's very easy, excuse me, to lose sight of the art.
Exactly. It's
Because
very, it's very
these are
easy.
all full-time jobs.
Exactly. You got to be all of that in one, and a lot of, and you know what I'm saying, like, and I don't call it luck. A lot of niggas just like, you know, they are
Mhm.
just blessed like that. You know what I'm saying? They just
Yeah,
will
yeah.
get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes you just gotta work for it. You gotta find the right teammates. You gotta find the right people, and that's just how it
Mhm.
is for some people. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Not everybody's the same, so you could either get it now or get it later. You just gotta work for it either way. You got because like if you get it now, you gotta work to maintain it. If you get it later down the road, you've been working this whole time, so it's like nothing.
Mhm.
So it's just like you gotta have the right team and like be able to be fluctuant in all of those other subjects, so you can run your business. Because that's all it is. It's like all these people with these music, these titles, like A Boogie, Lil Baby, all these niggas. That's a brand. That's a business.
Mhm.
That's what a lot of people don't understand. So you just got to be really smart when you work with people, because they'll try to dupe you out. Because when it comes to like homes and like selling things anywhere, a lot of people will try to dupe you out. So it's like any other market. So just got to be smart on who you messing with.
100%, 100%. Your people are everything. And speaking of teams, and speaking of, collabs, there's, the behind the scenes collabs that we're just talking about building your team. But then there's the artistic collabs, like you as an artist on the music side. So, as a artist and going into like the collaboration side of things, who have been some of your favorite people that you've collabed with in the past? And who are some of the people that you would love to collab with in the future?
Okay. So shit. So far, it's just been the people I love to collab with. It's just my sister for one. Beautiful voice, crazy.
She's so talented.
So fucking talented, bro. Just listen to her in real life, bro. Like fuck the media, fuck everything, bro. Like we are born performers. We're born to uplift the people around us, bro. That's just how we was born. She was blessed with a beautiful voice and beautiful storytelling. I was blessed with beautiful storytelling and crazy lyrics and a crazy flow, and just diversity in flows is just retarded. So it's just like I just love working with myself, bro. This shit just so funny, bro. Actually, I be in the crib amazing myself. I swear to God, bro. But it just be my sister and my brother, No Cap, amazing, bro. He has a similar flow like me, bro. He just gets the same shit I get. So it's kind of just like having my my right hand man on the track, bro. It just be hit. I work with one of my homies. Down back in Germany, a lot of people, if unless you on my SoundCloud, you hear it. But I got this one track down, and it's kind of hitting me. I think it's Lights Out, yeah, with Fiji, bro. No, Fiji. Sometimes, that nigga's crazy. Like I love the way just the way he's diverse as well, bro. Like I don't know, I don't even know if that nigga make music anymore for real, bro. Honestly, but I mean, no, he does. He did come out with a couple albums too that I feel like people should listen to. It's not all that all the time, but like, bro, I'm telling you, this nigga's different from some niggas, and I'm just like, and I respect him for that. You know what I'm saying? So I love working with him on that one track. And then who else? Codeine Breezy. I fuck with him on that one track I posted. I had him on Universe 9. It was an album I had put out. Well, I guess you could say album. I kind of call it EP, but I guess it says album out there. But but I put him out on there because he,
Call it an EP, bro. Call it an
yeah,
EP. You ever see that
yeah.
50 Cent video? You call
Which,
everything. Oh man, there's a great clip. Yeah,
I
where
think
he's like, call
yeah,
everything an EP until
everything.
you get big, and then because
Yeah,
but it
type
helps in
shit.
your
That's kind of how we
negotiation.
roll. That's kind of how we rock though. Yeah, everything's really much an EP, bro. And then so it's just an EP, and then I got that. So yeah, he was on that. Yeah, he just matched my flow. I fuck with him. Like, well, he has a different flow. I ain't gonna lie, but he can match my shit. Well, I feel like anybody that's good like him, like just good on their own, I can match their flow. That's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like if you don't listen to them, and then people have some they be like if they have anything to say, I always defend the people that I like to listen to is because it's what they talking about. Like I just think because they have like some funny like lyrics, some punchlines in there. And it's not always about like what I'm saying, because sometimes the rap game is like overheld by like the real rap shit. You know what I'm saying, like the drill shit, like the niggas in the hood and shit like that, and that's cool. Like I had a whole family member. I have what I'm saying, like I got people in that shit too, but like there's a lighter side to all this shit. So it's just like, I don't know. You have to.
But that goes into who you are, and like what you said, you wanted people to take away from like your art. You want people to just vibe out and have positive vibes and feel it and be able to let loose with your music. So there's different lanes and there's different niches for like everything.
Yeah.
But one thing you said is you got like the crazy bars and the lyrics just come to you. Like now from two perspectives on that. One, for the person who just doesn't have that gift naturally and they just want to learn how, maybe there's different levels of talent with everyone, but I feel like even if you don't know how to do something, you can develop a skill somewhat. Like what would you say to someone who's trying to like develop the ability to drop bars and make lyrics and really work on their pen? Like how?
Yeah, I'd say just straight up every day, bro. Just like like I said, like normally art like comes from like young, so you just try shit out, bro, and then until you find your niche. You know what I'm saying? Like freestyle, listen shit back. How I started was writing shit, so I just started writing. I went to beats online, looked up beats online, started writing, got into my craft, bro, and just every day just try to find a better song, make a better song, bro.
Facts.
Just be yourself on them too, and just like And when I say that, I mean like I said, just whatever comes to mind, bro. Whatever comes to your mind.
To just get in the lab and just start
Get in
penning
the lab and
something
work.
every day.
Yeah. And to answer your last question too, with who I did want to collab with in the future, I mean to match my flow, because I feel like there's a lot of people out there that still that are higher in the rap game or in the underground rap game that can match my flow, or I can feel like my flow would sound good with them. I'd
Mm-hmm.
say like Ski Mask for sure, like because he has a
Okay.
that old school hip hop flow. Off bat, that shit would sound retarded to me at least. So
Mm-hmm.
that's something if I can't work towards, I'm gonna try to get my because after a certain while, things are tangible. So shit, at a certain
Yeah, we're
point.
speaking it into reality.
Exactly. Things that you really want to work on, projects that you want to do. I'm an artist. That's just what we do. You work to get
Mm-hmm.
to the next level, and that's just it. So you work to get to the next level. So Ski. That's the target. I really fuck with D Savage. That nigga's hard. I love his flow. He just puts me in this like other world, bro. Like that nigga's like his flow is retarded, bro. So like just having him on the track would be tough. Um, I don't know, cause I feel like I be thinking about the old heads a lot, and I don't know how. Like I said, like I don't know how much they be like Eminem. That shit's a lot. Fucking Hobson, I know he might be doing some shit. I might want Hobson.
Yeah.
He's crazy talented. I want to, bro. Grew up on him, so I'd want to work with him for sure, bro. You know, fucking Tech 9 for sure. That nigga's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. That nigga has a retarded flow. I'd want to work with him. Just like people that are really good. Kendrick, I like to work with him. That would be tough. And let me stop. Let me bring it back down. Let me do some more local, like June D. Wayne. I think that because I'm like I'm saying I'm not always tapped. Oh shit. I
Yeah.
fucked up. Hold on, let me go on my Insta because there's a lot of niggas actually in here, bro, that I actually really want to work with, but
Mm-hmm.
I gotta tap into them. But there's a couple niggas over here. I don't be tapped in for real because I be on my own trying to figure out my own shit. But there's a couple
Mm-hmm.
niggas on my Instagram that I follow and I listen to them like, yo, no, this nigga's hard. Like this nigga's hard too. Like I don't know. So there's just a couple more people that I want to work to, but people that match my flow for real.
I feel it. I feel it. Just having that
Anybody
vibe.
anybody that wants to work that can match my flow too, I'm down to work with people I've never heard of.
Cool, cool, cool. If I think of some people, I'm gonna definitely send them your way.
Type shit. Yeah.
Um, yeah, for sure. And all right, and then staying on the bar side, two questions there. What are like some of like the craziest bars? And if you want to snippet them and do it however you, but like what are some of the craziest bars you've made like yourself where you're like, damn, that shit was just like I didn't even know I had that in me. Like that was tough. Like
Hold on, there's this one. No, you caught me. Hold on. How did it go? You gonna have to give me a little second because this is some real shit. Hold on.
yeah, do
Uh,
your thing.
um, how did it go? Damn, why is it? Okay, I think it was. No, that's the wrong song. Damn, hold on. Let me figure it out, bro. That's gonna take me a little second.
No, do your thing. And while you're looking that up, what did you mentioned Kendrick, we'll have our one pop topic for a second. How did you feel about like J. Cole like backing out of the battle with Kendrick and all of that?
Shit, I mean, since this is the first time I'm hearing about it, I mean,
Mhm.
shit. I mean, if he felt like he couldn't perform, then he felt like he couldn't perform. That's just how it is. I mean, I'm from Fayetteville too, so
Mhm.
and I'm a Fayetteville head, so Dreamville nigga. So I grew up in Dreamville listening to Kendrick, if that makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So and Cole, like I grew up listening to Cole too. So it's just the niggas just gonna have to figure that shit out. I don't know, cause we the upcomings. You know what I'm saying? They talking about the top three. You know what I'm saying? But you got, I mean, niggas. I'm not saying that they not good enough to maintain in the game, but it's just this shit is a young niggas game. You know what I mean? Like just like any
Mhm.
kind of business, it's the hot up and coming artist. You know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be
Mhm.
somebody trying to take that slot. So it's like cool to think about them. But you know, at a certain point, it's not gonna be about them no more, and it's gonna be about the next nigga, and it's not gonna be about them niggas. It's gonna be about the next nigga. So it's relevant. You know what I'm saying? It's all relevant. I'm not saying that this shit is irrelevant,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, not everything has to be publicized all the time. They can throw their tracks over, because I've never really personally even believed in, like, I mean, I believe in the battle rap and shit like that. We grew up on battle raps and shit like that on YouTube and
Mm-hmm.
shit with my cousins. We used to watch that shit all the time. So I believe in, like, you know what I'm saying, like going at somebody, you know, sending disses and shit like that. If it's all fun and games, but like if you like bring in like, but you know what I'm saying, if you bring in like
Mm-hmm.
some real serious shit into it, then you know that's what you lost me, bro. So if y'all getting really too serious, and y'all can throw that shit that way, but I'm focused on the goal. You know what I'm saying? I'm focused on the
Yeah.
top spot that everybody's gonna want to see and maintain that spot. I don't want to like crash out at some point. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, absolutely. And I think that's kind of
No.
like going to the response. It was like more of not even like I can't drop bars. I mean, he did drop a response. It was more of you know, I think it is like him getting older and getting a little more mature and being like, man, energetically, this wasn't, the move for me as where I am right now. So
Yeah.
I think that kind of speaks to like what you're saying and the cycles and things of that nature. Because I think he did the right thing for him, but I also think that like I think it's time, speaking of like top three and everything like that, is I'm so ready to find, you know, new talent who really comes in and makes that statement the way these old generations have in the past. So I'm excited to like what you're saying, like that next generation to see what comes up with that. 100%.
That's I can't wait to see it either, bro. That's just gonna be tough, bro. But nah, I think I don't know. I can't really say. I think it's V8 actually.
Oh, you found the bars?
I think so. Got the game on like I'm denying the bell. Got a V8, but that's it. Yeah, no, that whole song V8, bro, that I made. I think
Mhm.
that's I think that's what really did it for me, bro. It was the beginning of the song and it was the end of the
Mhm.
song. So hold on, it goes like, hold on, open the packet. You know that this pull up all my demons. This is I did it. Nah, hold on. Nah, bro. Okay, so I think the actual bar is in a different song that I haven't posted. But no, there's this one little run through I did on V8 too at the end that I fucking love, bro. It's just like it just captures my fucking flow. So here it goes. Slap him in like an old lady purse. And honestly, I might fuck up because it's been a while, but hold on. Yo,
Mhm.
no, I got the balls to say it. I'm so evolved to play it. I'm going raw, no bacon. It's funny. Y'all mistaking me for the laws and breaking that on the walls. No faking. I'm so evolved to play it. I'm getting lost to sin. I'm feeling lost to bait. And I'm feeling off and taking off in a hard bit. Aching my money tall. Scraping you in the closet. Saying if I come off impatient, I'm sorry. Y'all been waiting long for a nigga, but damn, interviews. You know what I'm saying? Just like a little
Mhm.
crazy ass flow, bro. Like it just break into the end of the song, bro. And nah, there's this other fucking thing, but I can't find it. Nah, but just showing my flow off and like also there's one in Angry. There's this song I made called Angry, and it's just like depicting my anger type shit. I was
Mhm.
always sometimes I got mad, bro, and it's just like anybody that was angry and wanted to get up. That's how I feel. So then I just made that next song.
Man, I'm not gonna even lie, I wasn't even ready for the change in tempo. The way so I didn't even the bar. I'm gonna have to replay this
Yeah,
back so
no,
I can really peep. Man,
yeah, no, cause
but
that's what I'm saying. I do a lot of that shit, bro. I do a lot of the switch ups too, bro. Like it make you think
mhm,
like, bro, like damn, no, like he's really spitting, like, and it makes you like think like, damn, like he's really good. So I don't know, man. There's just a lot of those, bro. And then sometimes you have like some storytelling in the bars and shit too. You really gotta listen to, bro. And I be cracking jokes all the time, bro. It just be funny as hell.
I love it. I love it.
No, I've been looking at these comments, niggas be going crazy in these comments, bro.
That's hilarious, bro. Well, like I said, I'm not gonna hold you too much longer. Like I always try to hold these at like around an hour. But
Yeah.
before we hop off, bro, for anyone who's interested, where can they find you? Where can they find your music? Where can they find your stuff and just tap in with you?
Shit, y'all can always hit me up on Instagram, bro, at Siahx9. Um, I got another one that I'm about to start posting on the business side, Siah_Shannon. Y'all can
Mm-hmm.
follow that too if y'all want, but there's nothing posted on that one. But like, if y'all really want to tap into the music, I do like majority of my like underground work is on SoundCloud at Siahx9, Siahx9, bro. I don't know if you don't, what I'm saying, just in case anybody don't know. But yeah, but it's also on all platforms. I'm not gonna say every song from SoundCloud is on all my platforms, but
Mm-hmm.
I got some songs that you can listen to on the road shit too. If you don't have SoundCloud, you got Apple Music or Spotify or Pandora or anything else. I got pretty much music everywhere. Like if
Mm-hmm.
anything, I have it everywhere. Just you'll type my name in, even in Google, and it'll just throw you a fucking, you know what I'm saying? They'll throw you something like
Mm-hmm.
Amazon Music, something, anything. So yeah, at Siahx9 on everything. Yeah.
It's cool. It's kind of like some Tory Lanez vibes, where he got something on everything, but if you want to hear
Yeah, like
everything,
if you
you
really
gotta go to
want like the
SoundCloud.
updated shit, everything's gonna be on SoundCloud first, and
Yeah.
takes time to get to the other. Because like sometimes what I try to do is I just try to get to a certain amount, and I'm like, okay, so a certain amount of people heard it on SoundCloud. Now I can throw it to this. You know what I'm saying? Because I get different views from different places, but
Mm-hmm.
that's what's going to change about this is because I'm about to have the marketing is going to be retarded. Like when I really start getting into what I'm really getting into, niggas are
Mm-hmm.
going to really want to tap in. So when y'all tap in, bro, I'm telling you, like the motion is coming, bro. Like a
Mm-hmm.
lot of it has been slowed down, and I know a lot of people still not noticing that, you know, and I noticed it too, you know what I'm saying, and it's
Mm-hmm.
not something I deny. But what I can tell you is I've been truth about my word, and I say art has, you know, you got to do it at the right time, and it grows along with you, so you need to, you know, handle that shit when it's handled. So you know, now is the time where a lot of shit is about to go off the market, like about to flood the market basically. And I just want y'all to just be aware that it's just gonna keep coming and keep coming. It's gonna look better and better each time I do something. So I'm telling y'all want to be on this side with me, just hanging out, vibing with my music instead
Mm-hmm.
of no.
Yeah, and I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. We're gonna have you back on one of these days when you got that next wave of what you're going and pushing out is going. And shoot, I
Yeah,
need to think
hell
of
yeah,
like structuring with music artists, maybe like having more of like a I don't know, more time like to play music too. I think I'm gonna think on that.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
cool.
that would
No,
be cool.
yeah, no, like I'm definitely about to start doing productions on everything, bro, making everything sound way better, bro. So everything's about to sound good, bro. So whenever we get to that point, bro, I'm telling you, everything's gonna be ready for us to entertain some people for real, and that's all I want to do. So,
So
yeah,
I love it.
if you give me the opportunity and the platform, bro, I appreciate you, bro, and thanks for having me, bro.
Oh, no problem. Well, I'm a fan, bro. I love you. We
Yeah,
chopped
yeah.
it up. Once we're tapped in. It's always positive vibes. I'm in it with you. So I
I,
appreciate you taking the time to come out here. I appreciate you spending the time to put us on game, sharing your story, sharing some knowledge, sharing some entertaining stuff.
yeah,
And man, we're gonna just keep going. So
for sure.
stick around for a little bit after I end the live, just so we can chop it up for a bit.
Hell
But
yeah.
yeah, bro, I appreciate you for just popping out.
Yeah, no, for sure, bro. I appreciate you.
All right, cool. All right, and everyone who's listening, peace, blessings, love. Also follow us on Clout Finder, all platforms, CLOUTFINDER. You know what I'm saying? Underscore if you're doing it on underscore Clout Finder on Instagram, but just Clout Finder all the way around. So we'll talk. Have a blessed day, everyone. Peace.